Poor implementation of R-ARCSS affect transitional justice and accountability, a roadmap for sustainable peace in South Sudan. I am Daniel Ray, journalist and actor, and thanks to Jakdi Ngatkek for script writing. Since the signing of the R-ARCSS, there has been no concrete progress toward the realization of transitional justice, accountability, national healing, and reconciliation in South Sudan. Persistent political contestation between parties to the peace agreement has resulted in significant delays in implementation of key measures, including reconstitution of the Transitional National Legislative Assembly, which is obligated to enact the necessary legislation for establishment of the HCSS, CTRH, and CRA. Consequently, the failure to address underlying causes of the 2013 conflict, including ethnic-based divisions and impunity for past human rights violations and crimes, has created a conducive environment for renewed violence. The Commission has documented a spiraling pattern of systematic ethnic-based communal violence perpetrated through armed cattle raiding, clashes, and revenge killings, particularly in conflict-intensive areas such as in the western Bahr el Ghazal, Warrap, Lakes, Unity, and Jonglei states. In central Equatoria, there have been ongoing clashes between some of the parties that rejected the R-ARCSS and allied government and opposition forces. The localized conflicts are fueled by the struggle for political dominance along ethnic, tribal, and sub-clan lines. Prolonged absence of state authority at the regional level, disregard for the rule of law, proliferation of light and heavy weaponry, and the state's failure to establish and encourage a shared national identity. Chapter 5 of the revitalized Agreement on Resolution of the Conflict in South Sudan provides a pathway to building sustainable peace. Based on the recognition that it can only be achieved through accountability for serious international crimes, truth recovery about the past violations and the underlying structural causes of political violence, as well as the restoration of dignity to South Sudanese citizens, but the leadership in Juba is not ready for full implementation of peace agreement. Chapter 5 envisages a holistic set of complementary mechanisms for this purpose, namely, the Hybrid Court for South Sudan, the Commission on Truth, Reconciliation, and Healing, the Compensation and Reparations. Thanks for listening.